Well, hello and welcome to the question and answer for August 2025. I cannot believe we've done so many of these already and we're still getting absolutely amazing questions. So it's incredible. So thank you so much for joining us. Right, so we're going to do what we normally do, which is a walk around. I'm on Grosvenor Square, of which most of it, the centre bit, they seem to be completely renovating. So that's closed, but you've got the amazing buildings around the outside. It's got South Audley Street. We've got the brand new, now I think these are all apartments, this is where the American Embassy used to be, but it's called the Chancery Rosewood. You've got that there as well. And also we're just down the road from Marcato Mayfair, which is the church, with the amazing food as well, which is really good. So, what have we got today? Well, we've got some great questions, as always. A massive thanks to you guys, and I really love doing this every month because I always learn something new when I'm doing some research into some of the questions. So, absolutely incredible. Now, it's a Friday night, and we've got boys in their toys. So yeah, noise you heard was a sort of a speeding car, a Ferrari or something else like that, which is whizzing around, making one hell of a racket. That sounded like a complete muppet. There you go. And whizzing around at speeds which are breaking the speed limit, which is, to be quite honest, rubbish, because also you've gone down the wrong way, down a one-way street, down the wrong way. What a donkey, is all I can say. Not good, especially in central London. No, I said we're in Grosvenor Square. So Grosvenor Square is just behind Oxford Street, Park Lane. It's all around. Oh, I hadn't noticed that before. Look at that. Now that is the presidential seal. And why is it there? Oh, because it's under Dwight Eisenhower's statue, which is here. You've got the Ronald Reagan one as well. And what have we got here? Ambassador. Yeah, during the war. There you go. So, interestingly enough, what happens these days is people see with a little camera and they go, I want to be in your video. Oh, well. So, sorry, so we had to pause there for a couple of seconds whilst I told a couple of people, no, you're not going to be in the video. Because they were, thought they were being funny. Wasn't a fan thing, far from it. They thought they were being funny. Anyway, right, should we do some questions? Amazing, eh? So if you're new to this, lovely to have you here. We've had so many people join us over the last couple of months, absolutely incredible. So thank you. What we do every month, and if you've got a question you want answered on London or on the channel London Visited, then just drop it down there. We'll pick it up, and we do this at the end of every month. So we've got some cracking questions, and we try and keep it probably to about 4 or 5 questions. Otherwise, it's a really long video and we don't want to do that. So, first one comes from Foodie Gamer, which is a cracker, and says, in a couple of your videos, you mentioned that there are some places where you can get in free if you're from the UK or live in London. Can't remember which exactly. Yeah, that's really got me thinking, and I wonder if it's the museums that we do, where actually anyone can go in, and it's because the government actually gives massive subsidies to make sure that the museums stay free. So that's things like Natural History Museum, Science Museum, Victoria and Albert, and a whole load of those ones. And as a result of that, it stays free, and it's free for everybody. But if you do come across them, I can't remember where I've said it, but if you do come across it, do let me know. And I think that might be it. But anyway, there's loads of places you can do for free. And we're going to put some videos together on the channel in the next month or so. I've actually got them planned, and I just need to pull them together. It's just one of those things where we're going to put itineraries together for a weekend in London, spending a minimal amount. So yeah, that's the idea on that one. So looking forward to bringing that to you. And we'll also do one where you're not budget conscious, and therefore you can do one where then you mix it up between the two. So we're working on those. Here we go. Here comes someone along in their motorbike this time. Mad. Anyway, zooming down here. Currently walking down North Audley Street, which is going to take us down to Selfridges. So we got that. And then the people that are queuing on the right-hand side are going to the most outrageously priced fish and chip shop in London, in Mayfair. Don't do it. Go to Marcato Mayfair, which is next door, which is the church, because that's well worth doing. Right, okay, next bit. Next question. Tell you what, we're going to take a side street. It is mad. It's a Friday night, and it's lovely in London, but cars are parked everywhere, and it's one of those things where not only are the cars parked everywhere, there's people everywhere as well. So it's one of those. So I'm not going to do Oxford Street because we've done Oxford Street a few times. So we'll skirt around and we'll go down Park Lane in a minute, I think. So here we go. Love it. Luana asks, do people find very old trinkets and pieces from many years back on the beaches and sands of the River Thames? They do. Still finding stuff today that the tide brings in. And that is quite incredible. It's called mudlarking. And you are not allowed to remove stuff unless you've got a licence down there. So you can go do mudlarking, but you can't remove anything. I remember I did a video on getting down on the beach of the Thames down underneath Tower Bridge. And when I did that, I had a few comments, oh, you can't do that. Right, okay. So you can go down there and you can go and have a look. You just can't remove anything, so don't remove anything. But with a licence, you can. But you can find all sorts of stuff. They still find clay pipes. They find all sorts of bits. And let's face it, if people are walking over the river and over the Thames and all the rest of it, you never know what people are going to drop in anyway. So yeah, you can find everyday trinkets and other bits and pieces down there. So there you go. That gives you an idea there. So Luana, yes, they do. All sorts of stuff. I haven't got any examples of stuff found recently, but I bet you find very, very quickly things found in the back of the Thames. So I bet you they'll pick that up very, very quickly. Right. Next, we have a question. God, it's getting windy. So my paper's blowing. Are there any craft fairs where vendors get to sell handmade items? Michelle asks. Michelle, what a brilliant question. And I thought, there's bound to be. And there are. A quick look. There are some which open different weekends at different places around London. Let me have a look. We've got one called the Duck Bonds Market. We've also got the Crafty Fox Market. That moves around as well. There's also the Solo Craft Market, which also happens. And these happen all around. And I think, if I remember right, there's one near the Excel Centre. But anyway, yeah, they happen quite regularly. So if you're into that sort of thing, what a brilliant thing to be in, because you go and see other people's talents, then that is definitely a thing to go and have a look at. Brilliant. Especially in the month of October, November. Purely because, hey, get the Christmas presents. Get some amazing crafty stuff. So why not? Right, okay, next question. Luana asks, do London streets have street signs with the names? They do. And it's so opportune because today I'm walking around London. And how about this one? There you go, that's a street one. That's the first time I've seen one with a cat. So we're in Red Place. Now, this is in Mayfair, just behind Oxford Street, near Park Street. So it's just behind Oxford Street. And look at that. So it's called Red Place, but then I think what's happened is someone's actually put a cat on there. So Irma, if you're watching, I know how much you love your cats. That could be for you. But yes, so there are street names, and there you go. That's normally where they're located, just up there on the building or on a little sign just down by the side of the road there. So yeah, we have that there as well. Right, other questions. Cool, we're whizzing through these. Only because the light is dropping, and whilst it may not show it on this camera, it's one of those evenings where it's a beautiful summer's evening, but all of a sudden the sun's going to set and it's going to go bing, or something like that, and it will completely disappear. Right, Sweet Life 7771, otherwise known as Catherine, asks, there are a few department stores that I used to see as you walked around London in your videos that I just don't see anymore. They are Debenhams, Phoenix and the House of Fraser. Could you please tell us what happened to them? I can, and it's very sad actually. I'll tell you what, we'll pop onto Oxford Street. House of Fraser was probably one of the first to go. Closed down. They knocked the building down or renovated the building. Debenhams was another one that went. So that's Debenhams, House of Fraser. And Phoenix was probably the last to go. And interestingly enough, I did go into Phoenix once. I was going to have a look at their Christmas department. And spent about 30 seconds in there because there wasn't actually much in there. So Phoenix went as well. So those three have all closed down and are now no longer in business. So that's what's happened to them. But the good news is they've almost rebuilt both Debenhams and House of Fraser stores on Oxford Street, which were down by John Lewis. So I'm hoping, you never know, this year, where before there's been a massive gap for the Christmas lights, this year it will be a lot better. And because they've got buildings there, they may actually hang Christmas lights across. So you never know. So there you go. That's what happened to those. So thank you very much. Right, what else have we got? Ah, love it. We've got another one from Luana. So, this is a brilliant question. She said, if there's a decade in England, London, that you consider to be the very best of times and the most beautiful, what were the most memorable and enchanting, and what decade would it be? This would include both the 20th and 21st centuries. For example, in America, I would love to be an adult in the 50s, the golden decade in America. Oh my word. What a brilliant question. A brilliant question for which I've thought about it, and do you know what? I don't know if I have an answer. I tell you what I would be. I think I would go right back, probably to around the time of the Restitution. I think that's what it was called. But anyway, well, basically we had no royal family, and the royal family was sort of disappeared for 12 years. Oliver Cromwell took place, and then Charles II came back. And I think I'd probably go back to those times, or the times when Henry VIII was around, because let's face it, never a dull moment with Henry VIII. But I'd do either of those dates on the one stipulation: I was an observer, not there, and not caught up in it personally. Can you imagine living your life like that in fear? It'd be absolute madness. Yeah, I think I would probably do that. I'd go back to those times, but certainly big times for London. And let's face it, as I've said in quite a few videos when we've done those, if it hasn't got Henry VIII in it, then it hasn't got history. Because he's just involved in so many different things that happened in the UK and across London. Especially with things like hunting ground being given to him, tailing swamps in the hunting ground, etc., so he can go hunting. So there you go. So that's what I would do on that. Right. So, brilliant question. So, can I just say, Catherine, Luana, Michelle, also Foodie Gamer, guys, brilliant questions. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you've got any questions you'd like us to answer next month, then do drop it in the comments down below. We will pick them up, or alternatively, just chuck them into any comment at any time, because I read every single comment. So one of the things I really, really do pride ourselves on here at London Visited is the engagement with you guys. I love reading your comments, and even if I just heart them and thumbs up, or just heart them, or whatever, I read every single one. I try and drop as many comments as possible as well, depending on what the heck is going on in my world. Running a full-time job and all the rest of it as well at the same time, so, you know, timing. But if I can, then I will always pass a comment if I have the time to do so. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, I wish you a lovely month. We'll be back again at the end of September. I guess we'll be deep into Christmas season. So I'll be looking forward to bringing you those bits and pieces. And until then, thank you. Thank you for watching London Visited. Thank you. Also, if you've shared any videos with anyone that you know that loves London, or you just fancy sharing our videos with other people, do you know what? That would be the greatest thing in the world. Really do appreciate it if you've done it already, and I would appreciate it if you can do it going forward, because that really helps us sustain the channel. Listen, guys, thanks a million. Really appreciate it, and look forward to hopefully answering one of your questions at the end of September and giving you a name check as well. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.